Before we begin today's story, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a moment so shocking, so unexpected, that it instantly exposed the truth? In the ancient kingdom of Israel, long before fingerprints, courtrooms, or DNA tests, one king made a decision so astonishing that the entire nation stood in silence. A decision that didn't just solve an argument, it revealed the power of a mother's heart and displayed the extraordinary wisdom God placed inside a young king. Today, we step into the royal court of King Solomon, where two desperate women walk in carrying one child. A case with no witnesses, no evidence, just pain, and a truth buried beneath their cries. But what happens next? It becomes one of the greatest displays of wisdom in all of history. So relax, open your heart, and prepare to witness how divine insight unfolds in the most unexpected way. The great throne room of Solomon glowed with morning light as the young king took his seat. Scribes stood ready with their scrolls, guards lined the walls, and people from far cities waited to plead their cases before the king, whose wisdom already stirred the land. But as two women were brought before the throne, the atmosphere shifted. Even the guards sensed their desperation. One woman stepped forward first, holding a tiny infant close against her chest. Her eyes were red from days of tears. "My lord the king," she said, her voice shaking, "this woman and I live in the same house. I gave birth to a son. 3 days later, she also gave birth, but during the night, her child died." She pointed, trembling. "She swapped her dead child with mine, and now she claims that this living child is hers." The second woman stepped forward, her expression cold and unyielding. "No, my king, the living child is mine. Hers is the one who died." The room buzzed with whispering. Two mothers, one baby. No proof, no witnesses, no clear answer. Solomon sat still, studying both women with calm, searching eyes. He let the silence stretch, a silence heavy enough for the truth to tremble beneath it. Finally, he spoke. "Bring the child to me." A servant carried the infant forward. The baby blinked up, innocent, unaware of the storm around him. Solomon stood. "If both claim him," he said slowly, "there is only one way to settle the matter." He turned to a guard. "Bring me a sword." Gasps filled the hall. A sword? For a child? The guard placed the gleaming weapon into the king's hands. Solomon held it high. "Cut the living child in two," he commanded. "Give half to each woman." The hall froze. Then suddenly, the first woman cried out, collapsing to her knees. "No, my lord, do not harm him. Please, give her the child. Let him live, even if he will not be mine." But the second woman's voice hardened. "Yes, divide him. If I cannot have him, neither should she." And in that moment, the truth cracked open like lightning. Solomon lowered the sword and spoke softly. "Give the child to the first woman. She is his true mother. Only a real mother would give up her claim to save her son." A wave of awe swept across the court. The baby was returned to his rightful mother, who clutched him with trembling joy, tears falling onto his tiny forehead. The false claimant stepped back in shame, exposed by her own coldness. And as word spread through Israel, the people whispered in amazement, "Who can judge like Solomon? Truly, God has given him wisdom. No king has ever ruled with such understanding." And so, from that day forward, Solomon's name became synonymous with divine insight, a king whose wisdom shone like a light across the land. Thank you for watching. May the same God who worked in this story watch over you and your family. Amen. God bless you.